So a while ago I received some Busby samples, almost a year ago, and I received some water blasters as well. There were 7 in total, and today I'm going to do a quick review of each one of them. Overview. I don't really get into water blasters, but since they send me some, I will do a video on them. The first one I would like to show you is the Gremlin. Sorry. This is basically a pump action blaster. So you pump the blaster, and there's no trigger. So as you pump it, the water will leave the barrel, as we call it. I already filled the blaster with some water, and it's ready to go. As you can see, this system where it's just tap out doesn't really work as well as the one where you kind of screw it, but it's useful as well. So let's try it. I will do some shots, a long shot. As you can see, the ranges are not as bad. This is probably about 7-8 meters, so not bad at all. The accuracy is just what you can expect from a water blaster. Good at the beginning, and then some spread, but nice blaster. It's not that heavy, and it's good to have some fun. One thing I don't like about all these Busby blasters is the stickers. With the water they might get damaged, but no problem. I'll just shoot the rest of the water. At the end, as you can see, it's a bit of a spread, but don't forget to clean all the water from the blaster before you store it. I'll do that after the video. Now the other one I'd like to show you is the Gargoyle. This is just basically no trigger as well. This and the other two I'm about to show you, they are no triggers, so just pump. This is probably the smallest blaster with the smallest tank, and just pretty straightforward. You push it and the water will fall. As well, you open the tap out, and then you just fill it up. I'm doing this on camera because it's more practical, so you can see I'm not filling the tanks all the way up, but you'll be able to see the amount of water that every blaster can hold in the pictures of the boxes, and I will put that in probably a post on my blog. Feel free to check it out. Alright, that's about enough. This is the Gargoyle, as you can see. Smallest one I'm going to show you. Now pretty straightforward. It takes one or two pumps to get a pressure, to hold up air. Then it just, this is probably the smallest one. It's quite nice it's really quick. The range is a little less than the Gremlin, the one I showed you before. More spread, but it's smaller, so no problem. The handle is probably more comfy, and as well the stickers and the water tap that I really don't like. I try to kill a mosquito. With an angle about the same as the other one, flat, so not as good. As you can see, the accuracy is probably the same. All water blasters have probably the same accuracy. Oh, we don't have much water left. Right, this was the Gargoyle, sorry. Not bad, but not the best. Then we have the Shark, which is basically the Gargoyles, the Gremlins brother. This is basically a pump action as well, with the tap. Now let's fill it up with water. It's continue to do that. If I can get a little bit quicker. Yeah, just a little bit more so we can shoot it a bit. Alright, that's probably enough for a quick test. You can see, tap again, I don't really like it, but it's faster, but not as good. Sticker, again, I don't like it, I said it, but alright, let's see. I believe this has a little more force than the Gargoyle, and a little bit more spread than the Gremlin, so long range water blaster, if you can call it. And see, nothing fancy, just shooting. None of the blasters I've shown you so far have more than one type of spread, just a small string of water. So that's it. I'm doing some force because I want to take advantage of the pressure. I have all the pumps, not half, as you can see. Now there's still a bit of water. It's done. Tomorrow I clean it afterwards. And now we have come to the last of these blasters. For some reason there's a screw on this side. I really don't know why, but this is the status stream too, which is good that they call them two, because there's probably a first one, and this might be better, I believe. And see, tap again, pump. Sorry, bit of it. This is a tap one. Let's fill it up to see if it's good. I will put the capacity of the tanks in the post. My father, sorry. As you can see, this is probably more accurate, but the range is not as good as the Gremlin, but it's as necessary. This one takes a little bit less force to actually fire, as you can see. It's really easy. As I said before, I will put the capacity of the tanks in a post, so I will link to the video. Alright, that's enough. This has a little detail. It has a spring, as you can see. This spring looks really beefy, but I'm not gonna really try to take it up because I have springs. So, but if any of you just like to buy a spring that's not here for anything, just aesthetic wise, so you may try it. And now I've come to the second part of the video. I'll get the other blasters and then I'll show you. Thank you. So we have come to the second part of from the video. This is the Busby Water Warriors line, which means the water blasters that they have on sale. The first part was the non-triggered blasters, and now we have come to the triggered blasters. I will show the smallest one. First off, the Viper. This is the smallest of their triggered versions, and as you can see, there is the other ones were tapped, and this one is a, like you see on a bottle with something you screw it. I don't know the name, sorry, but it's probably for the pressure. Since you pump it up and then you shoot it, it accumulates pressure, and then when you click the trigger it releases that pressure and forces the water to get out. So that's a little bit of a better system, but you screw it, which is better, and then you have the pump. This This is the smallest one of their blasters. It looks cool to me. I never talked about the aesthetic of the blaster, but since it's water, it might get a little bit damaged, but it's fine too. Now let's fill it up and see what are the differences. I only have 2 bottles of water, sorry. So I don't fill it all the way up, but just enough to test it and show you. Sorry, it's a little bit tricky. As you can see, now we give it some pressure, and then as you can see, the ranges are about the same as the Gremlin, about 7-8 meters, but you just have to pump it, and if you want to do a sneaky attack, it's easier because you don't have to pump it, just pump it before and then you only shoot. Of course the range will decrease as the pressure gets down, but it's something you can live with, so much easier. You can also pump. I'm running out of water. You can also pump as you should. So yeah, this is the Viper, smallest one of their trigger blasters. Now let's get to the Python 2. As you can see, Python, the same name as the Rick's gun from The Walking Dead. This blaster, for me, is the most exciting one of the water blasters they send me, because as you can see, I like the screw water hole for fill the tank. Has a trigger, and then the pump is quite comfortable. It's a little bit bigger. It's not too heavy compared to the others, and it's not too light, so right weight. And then you have something I quite like it, which is the you can choose from the several modes of firing, 4 streams, and then a bigger one and a smaller one. Personally, I like to use the bigger one with just 1 hole but big, and as you can see, it's also a distance gauge. If you angle it, you'll get better distance. If you just aim it down, it will get red, which is not good, but it's a nice feature, although you can't really use it in a battlefield. Let's test it out and you can see for yourself. So again, fill it with water. I should have filled them before, but I'm quite lazy. Let me just get a better position for it. Sorry, this is not practical. A bit bigger to hold. Let's see if I can do it this way. As you can see, this is the end, and we have come to the last one. This is big. Right, let's do the last one, and now so as you can see, it's already closed. Let's build some pressure. Let's build some pressure. Sorry. As you can see, the ranges are not as good, but it compensates for the nice features of the blaster. I will shoot the 4th stream now. As you can see, I don't know, I'm sorry, you probably can't see, but there's a force stream of water, and it's actually quite cool. The ranges are not the best, but you can live with that. Of course, so you'll get wet anyway. Oh, right now, sorry. It wasn't probably getting enough pressure. Alright, the ranges are probably the same as the Viper one, a little bit less, but as you can see, my favorite blaster from the line, sorry. I quite like it, this blaster, because of its features. And now, let's get to the bigger one. The bigger one is called the Drenching Blast. Of course, if your enemy sees you with this, it's probably gonna run anyway, so you can catch it. But as you can see, this is a triggered blaster. This has two holes. I believe the top one, yeah, it's triggered by this trigger, the main trigger, and then you have the lower trigger, which is you pump it, and then if you want to fire the lower position, you just hit this trigger while the priming canal is backwards, and sorry, it's my dog. It will shoot from the lower hole. Now this blaster has the biggest tank. From what I've seen in a package, it's a really large tank, so it will take a lot of water. So I have saved a nice quantity for the test. Let's see if it is enough. Alright, so the tank is probably 1/3 filled. Now, as you can see, the best trigger of the whole blasters is this one. It's really comfortable, and at the same way, as you can see, not enough pressure. It already have the gauge as well as the Python, and then you have the you have the top hole to fill it up. Now let's gain up some pressure. As you can see, the ranges are the same. Now I'll show you the top one firing, and now the bottom one. The bottom one shoots less, but it's already to be expected. Now I'm gonna show you the two of them. It's possible for you to do that. Now I have tested this blaster with its full, with the tank full, and it's quite heavy. So for small children, it's not as good as maybe the Python or even the Viper. But it's something you can think for. Maybe in the golf, father or something. It's probably better to have this one and let the small one for your children. But as you can see, these were some of the blasters that I received from Busby. I like them, but I still prefer dog blasters. But for summer, if you go to the pool with your friends, it's nice to also have the OR blaster to play around. You can bring all of your dart blasters to the pool, so it's nice to have one of these. As I said before, my favorite one was the Python, but I also like the Viper one. I will also put some of the specs of all of the blasters up in my blog when I upload this video. as I already said, my favorite blaster was the Python 2, and I also think if you're gonna buy a blaster that is a water blaster, you should get one with the trigger. Maybe this one or the Python were my favorite of them all. About the range, the compactness, and the size, of course, and the weight, ergonomics, and range, and everything. For me, these two are the best blasters you can buy from them. And as always, hope you like this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, wherever you want. Hope you like this video. I have some info up in my blog, and thank you for watching. So, in the topic of Busby water blasters, I recently discovered that I had one more blaster in storage, but in a different place, and it was the closest to. So I thought I would give you an overview of this blaster, as I did with the other ones, and let's do it. So this is the closest to, as you can see. It's about the same length as the drench and blast, sorry, but it's a little bit lower, not as high, as you can see. So it's smaller, which is good. The weight is reasonable. It has the stickers, which I don't like, as the other Busby blaster, but as I have said it would be much better if it was painted or a separate piece of plastic. Then you have the screw-on tank closed tap, if you can say it like this. It's better one than just those tap ones, where you just put it above and then close it. Then you have a big pumping grip, which is as comfortable as the Python 2. You'll see where I'm getting to. I have a trigger, a functional trigger. Then you have some. This is the elevation gauge, and it will turn green if you angle it up, and it turns yellow and eventually red if you angle it up, angle it down. So it's a way to see if you're getting the max out of your blaster or not. Then you have the selector of the firing mode. You have the 4-stream, the single bigger stream, and the single smaller stream. You can choose from them, and that's it. That's basically the blaster. It's basically green, yellow, and black. So previously you saw me comparing this to the Python 2, which I said was my favorite blaster. But looking at this, I actually remembered it from the time when I got them a few months ago. And I actually think this is my favorite now. I was forgetting that. But now that I see this is actually better because of the bigger tank. And the rest of the details are the same. So it's best, and it's not as heavy as the others. So this is a nice blaster. So I will show you how you can load this blaster. Take water and just shove it up there. Let me just put it here so it will be. I'm not having a grip at the blaster because I have to hold this. No, yeah, let's just do it like this. You have the water, fill it up. I'll just put this water recipient all, and this is about 1/3 of the tank. As you can see, it holds a lot of water. Let's see how quickly we can empty it. Let me just clean that for blaster safe purpose. Alright, I'm all wet now. I can shoot up there because, as you can see, my clothes is drying, but let's shoot a little bit at the side. Well, let me just do that. While I pump it, I will get it offside. about that. I just realized I'm gonna put it there. So looks like we have a reasonable water quantity in here. We have the bigger single stream now. Let's fire it. As you can see, the spread is nice. The range is the same about as the other Busby blaster. So nice, as you can see. I prefer these triggerless ones because you can pump it previously, and then you're about to attack someone. You can do it quietly. So you just pump it and then easy. Now let's try with a 4-stream now. As you can see, it has 4 streams at the beginning, and then it spreads, and you can see it. Now to the smaller stream, single small stream. As you can see, let me pump it just a little more. You can see it's really easy to pump. A child can do this, so not very difficult. So the range is actually a little bit better because since the water came out, since the water comes out from a smaller hole, it actually comes with more pressure, if you can tell, and the range is a little bit better. So let's just empty it. Angle, you can get probably 2-3 more meters actually, sorry. Let me just put the rest of the water. One thing about these Busby blasters that I said in the other video, since the water hole it's about angled up, the water that stays in the bottom of the tank actually can't be used. As you can see, a decent amount of water in there, probably more than 100 millimeters, but you can't actually use it. So you just have to put more in your blaster. As you can see, still. So besides that detail, I think the Busby water blasters are fine if you want to have a decent afternoon with your friends in the pool or something. And my favorite one is the Colossus 2. So hope you like these videos. I will upload them these segments in a single video, single video, so you'll probably see it. Hope you liked it. Thank you.